What were you arrested for?
Girl. Hey, Amika. Hey, Gavin. Hey, son.
Uhuru. Aquaba, y'all.
I'm on your side.
Gavin.
I think
Can I
you're
just
wrongfully
first,
arrested.
let me tell you real quick. Gavin, first, I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of what you have built. I'm proud of the work you have done. I know it's not easy being a leader, especially against this this Fauci empire, this Dementia Joe empire.
Well, you were there from day one. We say Uhuru because of you.
I know. And you know, I'm so God has shown me why he allowed Joe Biden to steal the election. And it was it's for real. It was for my people to understand something I've understood for a very mother effing long time. And they're gonna cuss. But Black and brown people, listen to me. Specifically working class, poor, hood, Black and brown people. We have, objectively, if you take your emotions out of it, objectively, we have way more in common with the right than the left, with the Republicans, with the Trumpers. I don't want to say Republicans because we got some rhinos. I want to say the real ones. And I'm saying this, we're going to talk a little bit more, but I want to say that these times are dark. And for somebody like me who have gone a decade dragging white people to have to be forced to come to a situation to say, girl, unity is needed right now. Evil has presented itself. These are serious times.
Gazi, I've always wanted to know what happened with you in BLM. Like, I remember seeing a video of you and some other Black dude on the run.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
This, one, the Bible, and two, pedophilia. That, like, some of y'all may not know this, but I'm a victim, not a victim, a survivor of pedophilia, of a pedophile. And the left defends pedophiles viciously. And when I made a stance against that in my own organization, there was an alleged pedophile in my own organization who targeted a single mother and her kids. And when I kicked him out of the organization, they all attacked me. Because the left, liberals have this weird thing. You can look it up. I ain't lying. And it's a lot more prevalent than they want to make you think.
Is this Antifa or BLM?
Both.
Wow.
But primarily BLM, because the BLM kind of people, because that's who was in my organization. And they say that, pedophilia is not, it's normal. It's okay. It should be added to the LGBTQ spectrum. I'm not lying. You can look that up. It's that.
I know. I'm aware.
Another thing is, and then I'll let you ask your questions, but I want to give a shout out and a salute and appreciation to white Trumpers, because white Trumpers bailed me out of jail. I'd be there today. I'd be there today.
What were you arrested for?
I went on Twitter. I saw these leftists, these commies, these socialists, these Antifas, these liberals laugh and say, I hope he dies in there. I hope he gets raped in there. That's what they were saying on Twitter. Now, you can't rape the willing baby. So I saw a lot of men up in there. And I didn't see one that could rape me. She was willing. Anyways, it's been a while. But I want to say that white Trumpers had me. They got me out of jail. White Trumper taking my case when liberals did not want to take the case. And a white Trumper media, gateway pundit, told my story while the liberal media turned away. They was there, like their cameras were there, but they didn't want to show that this liberal Democrat Atlanta, who is ran by Obamas, is pushing this crap when they're arresting us, Black Hammer organization, because we protest against the mandate, not the vaccine itself, but the mandate.
Okay. Yeah.
And that we've been protesting against the mandate at the CDC every Friday with our Trumper brothers and sisters. And we've even getting salutes from some of the Trumper police, I won't say pigs, Trumper police and Trumper, what was it? The Homeland Security, who would even come around and salute what we was doing. And they told the CDC, we not gonna lock them up. They're doing the right thing. I said, look at God. You're not gonna let this big pharma democrat facility, control you. And another thing is that I'm doing this because Georgia has an election coming, and we can't let that sellout STACEY Abrams win. She gonna force us to take these vaccines. She's going to push this mandate, and she's going to take away our guns. And I don't know if you looked outside lately in Atlanta. It's the Wild Wild West. And let me tell you something. The more guns, right, an everyday citizen has, the less violence. I learned that when I moved to Texas. Okay? So just so you know, gun control doesn't mean less violence. Gun control actually means more violence towards victims because you don't have I go to Chicago, you can't even get bear mace or mace, period, in Chicago. You can't get bear mace anywhere. You can't get mace in Chicago. If you gave the everyday citizen the ability to arm themselves in Chicago, child. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say.
Gazi, what did they arrest you for? I'm really curious.
Yeah, because everything that I saw,
and you can watch the obstruction of justice. What else was it? Obstruction of justice and disorderly conduct. But let me tell you another thing. The Let's Go Brandon police, because two white big policemen, I said policemen, they arrested us. No, policemen. And I was like, let me see if these my guys. Because I've been connecting with the right wing for a while. And I said some code words. Like, let's go, Brandon. And they said, all right. And I started telling them, like, this is what we about. And I said, do you know that another church does the same exact thing every Sunday, but pushes the vaccine, and they don't get arrested. But we're getting arrested because we are talking about the mandate, and we are telling poor Black and brown people not to vote Democrats. That's why they
obstruction is one of the bullshit charges that they hit you with when they just want to hit you with anything they can. That's every time I hear about an obstruction charge, it's always bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was reading my Bible. I was reading the Bible. And, I'm new to the Bible. But, this is where the Lord has taken me. This is where it is. This is where it is. This is where it is. I don't know. I'm just as shocked as you. But, the first day I read the Bible, that's when they attacked. I was reading, other, what they would call leftist propaganda beforehand. They didn't say do nothing. And I mean, I was reading real stuff. I was reading, War of the Flea, which is literally laying out how to do guerrilla warfare. They did not stop me. They stopped me when I read the Bible. And that's how I know. That's how I know the answer. But anyways.
Gazi, what happened with the Arizona thing? You guys got a bunch of land and then you
Colorado,
got
Let me tell you again, Colorado, the liberals, we got our own land, piece of land. I'm so glad I'm Googling.
Did you buy it?
I heard you guys were squatting, Gazi.
Let me tell you, we put down payment on it. We put $37,000 or $34,000 on it, the down payment. We had it. But you have to wait a certain time for everything to be done, like a certain time period. You have to wait for everything to be done. I was being told that the time period was done because Fox News wanted to do an article on it. And I would not have agreed for them to do the article unless I knew that we had the land. But also I knew something, that we lived on top of the mountain. We got the top of the mountain. All on that mountain was rich elitists that don't even live there. But when we went to the bottom of the mountain, guess who we saw? Right-winger, Trumpers, the working boys, the people that are in the farms. And let me tell you, when we went there, we went to the bar and went to the church, we saw them having fellowship with, the Mexicans. We saw them having fellowship with Black people. They had fellowship with us. They said, you know what? That's what's up. Get you a piece of land and do what you want on it. We love that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
It was the liberals of the liberals elite and they told us that the people on the bottom of the mountain, right? Like, look at the analogies. Look at the analogies. The working white folks, the real white folks, the white folks that do work, that put food on the tables around America, and they work alongside the Mexicans and Black people. We working together. And when they saw we got our own piece of land, they were not trying to evict us. They were trying to do business with us. The farmers wanted to do business with us. The workers wanted to do business with us. It was the elite liberals who they warned us about.
So that whole thing is shot now? It's over?
Oh, no. We got our money back, and now we're looking for land in a red state. That's another reason why Kemp got to win. Kemp got to win. And I'm here in Atlanta where I'm from because I don't believe it really turned blue, but any which way. By the time I'm done twirling, midterms to 2024, there's going to be a slew of Black people that are going to know that they need to get Dementia Joe, Kamala, Michelle Obama, whoever they try to put in there, out, or we're going to die. This is serious stuff. I've never seen wickedness like this. The president of the United States went on television and told people, if you don't get vaccinated, I'm going to take your job away. I'm going to take the ability for you to eat, feed your family, and feed your children. And liberals didn't get mad.
Yeah. Why are they pushing it on 2 to 5-year-olds? No little kids die from COVID. I don't understand why it's such a
I think it's
priority.
5 and up, just to be clear, but point taken.
Well,
Same thing.
No, but you hear liberals pushing for toddlers.
Yeah.
My other concern is that they're requiring you to get it, but you can't sue if you have problems. Like if you get vaccine injury, you can't sue.
Right.
So
it's an emergency.
It's not a one size fits all. I think most people should get it, but I'm against the mandates. I agree with Gazi. I'm pro-vaccine. I'm anti-forced vaccine.
Period. I am for, like, if you take the vaccine, I'm not mad at you for taking the vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm here for your choice. It's your body. But each of us get to decide how we are going to heal. We each decide how we're going to handle the cold. We each decide how we're even going to handle the flu. The flu is not mandated. The flu shot is not mandated. You can say you don't want to take it because of church, or you may have allergic. You can make up whatever, okay? And don't take it. But like, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, nobody has really explained to me how me not taking it puts you in danger. Shouldn't I be the one in danger? I'm not that.
Oh, no, Gazi, you're hurting the stock price. I think it's more that.
Child,
brought to you by Pfizer.
Let's not talk about these empty shelves and Pete Buttigieg, this man with a penis and millions of dollars having maternal leave for designer babies that he picked. He picked to have twins. He picked when to have them. He probably picked what they were going to look like he's J-Lo or Mariah Carey.
Or God.
Dollar money. And then he's going to take a leave of absence for maternal leave. And while we're going to die from starvation before COVID. Like, have you not seen these
Isn't it funny too how Pete Buttigieg is in charge of the supply chain? He takes a massive maternity leave and the supply chain all goes to shit. And we've got shipping containers backed up all over the East and West coasts. I guess he does have some influence because when he doesn't show up for work, the whole world falls apart.
Yeah, I just want to say I don't think paternity leave for men is the worst thing, but there is something
gay.
weird about a wealthy politician taking like that
30
much time.
million people rely on you. That's
period.
the problem.
Can I say P-U-S-S-Y?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's pussy.
I give you that.
That's pussy. Manhood should be judged by how you serve and how you hold your duty. And he showed, and womanhood too. Let me get oh Lord, the feminism. But anyways, womanhood too, but manhood. And he's showing that he ain't no man. He care about his designer life, his celebrity life. He could have had them twins whenever. He could have left them in that tube in the freezer until they were ready. You know, everyday people in America are trying to decide if they can even feed their kids anymore. I mean,
maternity leave should be 3 days. Men don't have kids.
Gavin, it should be
do?
5 years for mothers.
It should be maternity leave should be 30 years.
Okay, yeah. 5.
But the company doesn't have to pay.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it should be 5 years. Wait till they're in school. Wait till they don't need you anymore and then return.
The man has to pay the bills.
So when those women are crying over only getting 12 weeks.
There was a video that I saw a while ago of a guy working at Subway with a baby like strapped to his chest in a carrier. He's working there making sandwiches. Something's wrong in that situation. You know what I mean?
Where's the woman?
I don't know. But I just know something's wrong when that's happening.
If it's a pattern, let me know. They're all Indians over there anyway. Half of them are illegal at Subway. Hey, Gazi, I wanted to ask you something. This is a little bit off topic, but it has a bit to do with like the whole Hammer City thing because there was this Ahmaud Arbery situation, right? The McMichaels, they were found guilty. They went to jail. I wanted to ask your thoughts on it because you have said that Hammer City will not have police and you're pro-gun. So
how in Hammer City, if somebody was going around burglarizing the neighborhood, how would you guys deal with that?
Well, it will be our land with our name on it. And you can, for self-defense, a lot, in Georgia, you don't want to do nothing on somebody's land here. You see, that's another reason why we got to vote for Kemp. So that's how we would handle that situation. But I do want to say that with the Ahmaud Arbery case, like a lot of these cases, it's politics, specifically this case, right, with Kyle Rittenhouse. And I want to say it very clear. Let me get some water. Kyle Rittenhouse was defending himself. I saw the videotape, and I've been saying this before because I'm objective. I saw the videotape. A 16-year-old running from an angry armed mob. And the 16-year-old has a weapon. I ain't chasing no white boy with a weapon of mass destruction for nothing, okay? He can have my mom. We're going to talk about it later. I've seen a white teen boy with a gun is a situation. So, like, you chase him, that's a suicide mission, one. And then you hitting him across the head, pulling out your gun at him. And he defended himself. But not only did he defend himself, he defended the community. He defended Black and brown people. Let me tell you how he defended Black and brown people and why every hood should have a Kyle Rittenhouse. Because he shot up the Antifas. And let me tell you, I know Antifa, not speaking about it because I read about it online. I'm in these streets. And I was in Denver. And when I was in Denver working in the community, African braid shops, barber shops where Black men come out of prison and jail have an opportunity to better their lives from being barbers was broken into and destroyed by Antifa. I've seen the camera footage. Barber shops, hair salons, the Mexican bodega, what is it called? Bodega. Yeah, the bodegas were broken into, all of these, the bakeries, right? And these are not just establishments that do well for themselves, but they hire the community. They give food and resources to the community. They donate to the community. They're part of the community. And also a lot of them, because they are poor and hustling, live in those stores. And so when Antifa was out there at that African braiding shop, putting a Molotov in an African braiding store, it was Black women in the back who had to leave on the other side because of the smoke. And so you didn't just burn down their business, you burned down their home. And so we met with Antifa. We said, y'all need to apologize and get out. They said, no. We said, okay, square up. Here's the time. Here's the place. We're going to fight this out. They didn't come. We put out a notice. Every time we see you, it's war. Get out of our neighborhood. And they did not come into our neighborhood no more. And those businesses and the people loved us. They are an enemy. Black and brown people, Antifa is an enemy to us.
I think it's funny that you said earlier that you left BLM Antifa because there was pedophiles who were preying on kids. And then Rittenhouse shot Rosenbaum, who was not just preying on kids. He was dating single moms so he could fuck their children. Exactly like the guy you mentioned who was looking for single moms.
Yep.
What?
I mean,
he had 11 convictions for raping military
for the liberals. They're the radical military for the liberals. And look at them. Look at them. Look what they're doing. Look at them. Here to destroy. I've met Trumpers. I've met the Proud Boys. I've met people who, were around January 6th, whatever. I've met them. Where they at?
They're in the shoe.
They are with us in the CDC protesting. They are giving us their clothes to give to homeless people. They are donating for us to give to homeless people. They are getting us out of jail. They are invested in us bettering ourselves in a way where we are doing it for ourselves, by ourselves, not by this government using welfare and things like that to buy our allegiance. I'm here. I'm going to be very clear. Ain't no big rich Trumper done put nothing in my pockets for make me say the things that I'm saying. I've been saying this before I was even in jail. I didn't even know. We didn't even target and ask the white Trumpers to donate. We posted it and we saw who donated all this money. It was white Trumpers, and who wants to come to do our case, a conservative. So this is literally because when you take the emotion out of it, and in this circumstance, we are uniting on the most important things. And we've got to unite. we have to do this. Like it's do or die right now. I don't know how we're supposed to be to 2024, to be honest.
Dude, you gotta tell your roommates to stop downloading Tyler Perry movies. We keep losing your reception.
So, Gavin, are we going to see? Is this going to be the start of a Proud Boys Black Hammer alliance?
Yes,
forming?
we're merging. We're announcing it right now on the show.
Merger.
It's a massive
Breaking
merge.
news.
We're going to pool our resources.
Okay, can you hear me?
Sort of. You're choppy.
Yeah, well, look, Gazi, this is great. I love the new direction you're taking. I think it's absolutely based. You know, what's that thing they say? If you're not liberal by 20, you have no heart. If you're not conservative by 30, you have no brains. So you're a little bit ahead of the curve there, because I know you're like, what, mid-20s? This is great.
Oh, no, I'm 35. See, the black.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
You see, thank you. You see, thank you.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Yeah.
Listen, but no, yes, I emailed you. I was very serious in this because, like I said, this is what needs to occur in situations like that. And the thing is, like, you know, you even said the Gavin, the joke of like, oh, you download the Tyler Perry movies. Let me tell you something. That's not even offensive to me because it shows that you know my people, because these liberals don't even know who Tyler Perry is.
Medea.
Thank you. But dear, you always have us listen, they don't know who that is. And listen, the same thing with what's his name? The comedian that we love, Dave Chappelle. These white folks don't even know Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle is listen, he needs to stop hanging out with some of them elitists, them white elitists, you know, the electric car muskrat man. But anyways.
Elon Musk. Yeah. I don't know. Dave Chappelle grew up all white. A lot of these black dudes you see on TV grew up in all white neighborhoods with their white mom. The black dad was long gone. And they don't know, like Key and Peele, Obama, Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys. None of these people know what chitlins and grits are. None of them know that the bodega serves ketchup and salt and pepper when you buy chicken. Kamala Harris has never really listened to a rap album. She doesn't know what the difference between West Side and East Side is. She's a fucking white woman.
Period.
She's Rachel Dolezal.
Period. But listen, you know, I'm from the South. I'm from Georgia. Country, like, you know, we country down here. We Southern. Southern culture, you know, black and white, it's very similar. Like when they be talking about, oh, you know, white women who don't know how to season, I said that they can't come from where I'm from. You know, them white women in Louisiana know how to season, baby. You know what I mean? The white women down south in Mississippi know how to season it. Paula Deen, let me tell you, that spicy fried chicken Paula Deen recipe, when I make that, a man can never leave me.
Okay. Well, okay, so I live in Texas, and every white person I know bakes macaroni. And I always hear that, like, white people, macaroni is that box shit. And I don't know anybody who eats that.
Well, you got to bake it when you're done to melt the cheese.
Bank. It's the liberals.
Yes, exactly. You have to, yeah, exactly. You get the noodles just under al dente, and then you bake it with all the cheese, and yeah.
That sounds pretty yummy, actually.
And like, you know,
I've never put raisins in my salads. None of my salads, whether it be potato salad or coleslaw or
Yes. She said, I don't know about this here. I don't know about these kind of white. Them is the liberals, child. Them the Kumos. That's how the Kumo brothers, they went down. And I know Donald Trump, if you watching this, I know you had a hand in it, girl. I know you was twirling behind the scenes, my white king, and you took them Kumos down because they were calling Andrew Cuomo the man of the year. He was on every magazine. He was supposed to be the next person running up. And let me tell you, Donald Trump is a chess player, not a checker. Donald Trump, if you listening, I also worked for Donald Trump. Very, very clear. And I will tell y'all this too. So y'all can check my record. This ain't new. Y'all, this ain't new. It's just new circumstances, which mean we got to unite faster. So anyways, I worked for Donald Trump, but I always said that one thing I know is he's a good boss. He was a good boss man. I got paid more than anything before. And I was a junior college dropout, giving me an opportunity in that business.
What business? In what capacity did you work for Trump?
I was working as an attaché at the spa. You know, Trump knows where to put the homosexuals. So I was at the spa, and I was the attaché, and I would handle, you know, VIP guests and stuff like that. The front desk, clickety clacking, acting like I'm working, but I'm just, you know, keeping up on Britney Spears. It was dark days back in those days, so I'm just keeping up on Britney Spears, and then helping people when they come in. But no, it was what's her name? It was Ivanka Trump's her first business thing right out of college. So he gave her over the spas and stuff. And let me tell you, that woman, she came to Chicago and she like was training with us, like side by side, and she works hard. That's why he loved his daughter so much. That's a hard working woman. Let me tell you, she run for president. Woo, child. Oh, we're going to Jupiter. Well, the moons of Jupiter. Jupiter's a gas. Anyways, but she a hard worker, and to give me for that opportunity to be available for me in a time where the economy was bad and I didn't have the highest education. I knew one thing, that hard work gets respected at Trump. It don't matter your elite degrees and stuff like that. If you worked hard there, you were gonna get places.
Well, isn't that intrinsically the American way? If you bust your ass, then that's all we care about. We don't care unfortunately, we don't care if you're illegal, but we don't care if you're an immigrant, what race you are, what your sexual preference is. When Americans see someone busting their ass, wiping sweat off their brow, they don't care if they're running a 500-person corporation or sweeping a bodega. When they see that, they go, that's what I like. Keep doing that. You're my kind of guy. That's what it means when they say make America great again. They mean make America bust their ass again.
In theory, it's supposed to be like that, but not many have hold that a testament until Trump. In theory, yes, in theory, but no, these Democrats don't want you to work hard. They want you to do, what these liberals want you to do, save space, and what they call empty thoughts, no thoughts. I'm peace, self-care. You're doing so much self-care, but you're not doing no, why? We just need to, and I'm not saying, down with meditation or taking some time, but you do that so that you can accomplish your assignment on this earth and work hard. Like the first person that taught me how to meditate, I learned how to meditate at, again, the Trump International, at the spa, at that hotel. They said, when you come in, take some time to woo-saw. They taught us how to meditate just to relax and get ready for work. When I tell you it was the best job I had, the food was free, it was good, and it wasn't no slop that he was giving us. We got the same food the rich people was getting. You hear me? I learned all kinds of etouffees and all kinds of creme brulees and stuff there, working. You hear me?
I think that's why the elites hate him, is that he let everyone in. He was Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack. He didn't care if you were rich or poor. And the old school WASPs hated that because they had built this pedigree over time at the various country clubs. The old school rich Jews hated that because they had their pedigree at their country clubs. And his thing was like, if you can afford to come in here, come on in. I don't care where you're from. This isn't that kind of club. And then the staff were fraternizing with everyone there. And the elite said, what are you doing? Don't you understand the class system in America? And he's like, no, I grew up in Queens. Go fuck yourself.
Period. And, I'm not going to get hooked on what he said or didn't say, because a lot of what we hear that he said, the way that this media has targeted him and just slandered him, I don't like, at the end of the day, how's he doing his job? I'll go F what he say. F what he says. So, you know what I mean? What is his job doing? And if my people, Black and brown people, sat down real quick, objectively, and laid out what positives were done for our community. Now, listen, you know me, I'm a revolutionary. I say, burn it all, let's start all over. But anyways, if you are for America, if you are for, this nation and things like that, right? And if you are for getting security and comfort and things like that, he did things historically that was never, ever done before by a president for Black and brown people. And instead of the media talking about that, they just hyper-focused on the things he said. And I want to say this too about Fox. Fox did too much of defending and going back and forth about what Trump was saying. Fox should have ignored that nonsense and just focused on, we're going to report on what he's doing. For the first time, historically Black colleges had to go to DC every year to beg for money. Trump said, You know what? You don't have to beg no more. Here's the money. I'm going to make it higher than you've ever asked for. Do your thing. They talk about, the HBCUs are selling out. So that's selling out, but kissing Obama's derriere and not getting nothing, that's not selling out? Please.
Yeah, you make good points.
Please. We were Black and brown people. Economically, we was better. Okay. a lot of things we was better at and doing better at. Okay, and listen, that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I say more, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And look where you know what? F that. Where you're at now, baby. It hasn't even been a year. This man, Dementia hasn't been Kamala Harris, Mala Harris, whatever, Camel Harris. What have they done? And we know it. Look at their approval rates and tell me how somebody with the historically most low approval rates won.
Excuse me.
The most votes.
I've got a virus.
Is that Kamala coming out your ass? Kamala, is that you?
Oh man.
Wait, what just?
Gazi, I wanted to ask you something else here. We're not going to go too much longer here. I'm having so much fun, but I have to wrap it up because my wife is waiting for me to go eat supper. But
right.
So you said you met the people in Colorado and the Trumpers like handing out the homeless stuff, and they weren't racist. Did you think that right wingers were racist when you were younger?
Listen.
Just because you've been told that?
Whatever the term racist is, whatever that means, I don't know what that means. I know somebody I can work with, and I know somebody I can't work with. It's not about if we can agree on everything, okay? Let me tell you, I can listen. I'm from the South, and I've had white, conservative friends, and we go over their house, and their grandmama say, tell the nigga over there. Can I say it? They'll say, tell the N-word over there. We need them, we need them catfish clean. Grandma having a flashback. That's all. Why grandma having a flashback? And I was just like, girl, shut up, you honky. And the whole family laughed, and we continue to eat and have fun while I play video games. And we shoot cans afterwards, okay? So anyways, and a liberal will call that racist. We'll call them racist for that. We need to have some group therapy and some Kindles and some circle jerk and, race theory science and all I needed, baby, was the food and to play the video game, and we whatever. Like, you didn't hurt me, I didn't hurt you. We talked our mess, and we keep it moving. I got family that call me the F word, and we keep it moving. Child, I call them, well, you had your child out of wedlock, you're going to hell just like me. And we just, we moving on. I can deal with that. I don't need you to like all of me. I need you to care that this person, Joe Biden, laughed at firing first responders. And I'm not just talking about the police for y'all that just hate the police. I'm talking about nurses. Like my mama. Yeah. Nurses like my mama, ambulance folk. I'm talking about food service people as well, because they was out there as well. And he said, if they don't take the jab, they need to be fired. And he laughed about it. I played that so hard on my stereo when we were at the CDC, and the police there was shocked. I said, do you hear what he says about you?
Later. Go get back to your station.
Do you hear what he thinks about you? Do you hear what he thinks about you? Yes, you better lead, Gavin. Let them know. Let them know, because the world, they be trying. That's right, son. You better lead. That's right. Get back to your post. We got to be disciplined, comrades. We got to be disciplined, comrades, because we got the enemy. We have a big enemy. Big Pharma is a very serious enemy. So whoever Gavin was talking to, I'm not trying to tease you. I'm telling you, as somebody that we going into this together in this coalition, for real, you got to be one to this discipline and this organization, because our enemy, Big Pharma, Big Pharma runs the world right now. And I'm telling you, they
record profits.
Let me tell you, this man I be talking to real quick. This man I be talking to the UK. He a fighter. He on the down low, but he talked to the group. Hey, baby. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to spill your tea. He not married or nothing, so I ain't going against the word. But anyways, even he hate Joe Biden. He said that Joe is making things hard, because the president of America is not just the president of America. Let's be honest. The president of America is basically the president of the world. Let's be honest. It's a lot of power. It's a lot of power up there. Let's be honest. And so the whole world hate him. The whole world hate him. And masses of people are protesting in Europe. They're not showing it. Masses of people are protesting in South America.
That's true.
And masses of people are protesting here in America. They're not showing it. But we are uniting. And I'm doing my work here in Atlanta, because Atlanta is a Black cultural hub, with the hippity hop, the reality shows. Everything is here in Atlanta. So I felt that if I can make the unity, this culture in Atlanta, it would spread amongst my people fast enough. You know what I mean? And let me tell you another thing about those Trumpers in Colorado. When we had to move Hammer City to Georgia, is that they also wanted to donate tractors and stuff to us. And you know it's true because I didn't even know we needed one. I don't know what that is. They told us like that soil got a lot of rocks in it, but you gonna need this to get it out. You know, they were hitting us up like, you want to do this? Okay. And we gonna do business now. You know, you here, you know, and they warned me about those people. And when it happened, even the officer that wanted to move us, he, you know, you can look at the recording, they posted it, and he said, you know, on the call, I'm sorry, I gotta do this, like, you know, but yeah, you gotta get off the premise and stuff like that. And I told, you know, we was fine with it. I was like, you know what? If it's that easy to move, God don't want us here. And it showed me where I needed to be when Joe Biden won, because I didn't need to be up in no mountains away from my people. You know what I mean? Trying to have some kind of resort oasis away from what's going on. I need to be amongst my people. And my people need to get on the right side, and we need to all get on the right side of history, which is both sides uniting. The Proud Boys, Black Hammer, Black and brown working people, white working people coming together against this elite big pharma situation. It is a fight between good and evil we in right now. This is serious stuff, y'all. This is serious stuff. And that's the only reason why I'm doing this. I'm honest. I'm honest. And so I'm telling you, it's the situation of why I'm here. I'm not here because I like the way Gavin smells. I'm not here because, you know, money to bail me out, whatever like that. I had enough to get off the land, $37,000. I'm sure I could have got enough to get out of the jail, but Trumpers put that money in ASAP and got me out, while BLM and Antifa laughed about it, ignored it, and said that they wish I died there because of my stance on pedophilia and the fact that I started reading the Bible more. So I can't be a Christian. I can't be, you know, and be on and be good. I can't be a Christian and be a revolutionary. Jesus was a revolutionary against Rome. And shoot, Fauci looking like Caesar to me.
All right.
Have you read the
This
book?
is great, but I have to wind it down. We have to close it down. So, but I want to get some closing thoughts here, and plugs to Gavin. Obviously, you got Censored TV going. I put a link to that in the description.
I want your number, Gavin.
Do you have some closing thoughts, Gavin,
link up
on all of this?
And I after this.
Right now, I want your number, Gavin, and I want y'all's 2 numbers too. But I'm saying Gavin in particular because, you know, that's my son, and we've been separated. I've been a bad mother, you know. I'll be out here, you know, twirling and do whatever. And I was like, son, you raised yourself. You grew well, son. You did well for yourself.
Well, I just projectile vomited. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I just puked all over the floor.
I was going to ask if that was actual vomit.
I thought that was a sound effect. I seriously thought Ryan just like played this.
My wife and my daughter had this stomach virus, and I guess I caught it on the way before I got here, and the entire studio reeks of puke right now.
I thought that's because we said Kamala's name. When I think about Kamala, I want to throw up too.
Maybe it was that. I don't know. I feel good now though.
Gavin,
you power through to Gavin. We appreciate that.
Gavin,
yeah, right. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Gazi, I think we got your thoughts on everything. This has been great. I'm just going to wrap it up. Thanks to our guests, Gazi and Gavin. I put links in the description. Thanks to everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a great night. And I like the plan. Let's working people come together to fight evil. That sounds good to me. All right.
Sounds good. See ya.
Bye.